Go.
Oh, I don't have any. This game made me realize that I actually hate Liverpool more than I hate Arsenal. I didn't even realize it until today that I actually hate. So there's a couple of guys. I'm gonna name every single one of them. Let me start with Mike. Mike, all everything you were saying all season, talking about United this, United can't do this, United can't do that. We came to your home and we're leaving with three. Rafi. So the whole week I was telling you, yeah, bro, enjoy your three, enjoy your three. You have nothing to enjoy. You have no, I'm the one enjoying. I'm the one enjoying. Ria, you're a master calculator. You know you like to do analysis. Can you calculate how many points you won today? Can you calculate how many points did you win today? And then Wes, it's like every team you support, you have like there's no joy in it. You support Liverpool. I came and took your joy. You're a Cowboys fan. I don't even everything you support, it doesn't turn out well. And then Faisal, you're a very special one because today I asked you, you're Muslim, and I asked you, you're supposed to pray 5 times. I don't think God answered any of your 5 prayers. You prayed 5 times today for this game. He didn't answer any single one. But me, as a Christian, I prayed one time and my prayer was answered. And if you look at my goalkeeper's name, the word amen is in his name. Go look at him. St. Alignments, the word amen is in his name. And man, I just want to thank God because today was just a glorious day for me.
Nah.
God,
Oh man.
I blame Pius, man. Mind you, the police they are searching for Pius right now. Yeah, we haven't heard from him since the Maguire goal. But I blame Pius, man. You guys are getting a taste of what our ecosystem will look like if these guys go good.
No, we
And
can't
now
let
this is
this
just
keep
a
we
taste.
can't let this keep happening, man.
Brick by brick, bro. Brick by brick.
And now this is just a taste of what your world can look like if these guys start getting back into top four and title discussion. Hmm. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Bro. And like on the other podcast, like maybe like 2 or 3 podcasts ago, I said if United can beat Chelsea, right, and then go into international break before Liverpool, it breeds momentum to go into that game, and that's what happened. We come into Liverpool after international break. Guess what? We collect another win, bro. Just
Nah,
let
this
us
is
build, man.
crazy, man. This is
Just let us
crazy.
build, bro.
And just like that, we've lost all of our Muslim viewers. We've lost all of our Liverpool viewers. We've even lost our Christian viewers due to blasphemy. Shout out to Adams. Adams has effectively canceled our podcast with 2.5 minutes of unfiltered George content.
Oh man, but yeah.
Um, all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Football Fan Zone podcast. No, we were not hijacked by a hooligan. Somehow this actually happened with all of our approval. but
Somehow.
as but of course, we're here, are the usual faces, plus George as usual. Somehow the guy is not in the depths of hell. He's not in a pit. He's not depressed. I don't know. Surprisingly, life has been quite good for the boy.
Yes.
Nobody's really understanding how the season is unfolding. But as a famous host of the Football Fan Zone podcast always says, twist and turns, my friend, twist and turns. R.I.P. Pius. You will be missed. You will be
Actually,
missed.
I actually have something to use. I remember Pius. You guys have to give me like 5 seconds.
Oh man.
There will be nothing left of this platform by the time we're done with this
I
episode.
see. The lovely glory of
There's whatever
Mama the
chemistry.
P. This is the last thing I have to remember him by.
Oh man,
In fact, I'm even going to wait.
he was a good dude, bro.
He was a
Just-
good dude, indeed.
Just to be close to Pius for this episode.
We'll remember his smiles with the prominent gap, very unique smile that just captivated the audience. We'll remember all of his idioms and his quotes, like twist and turns. You never know on their
Yeah,
day.
you never know. On their day.
Pius, thank you for your service, my guy. Thank you.
Yeah, Pius for sure was a good dude. Whatever chemistry we had left on the show, whatever goodwill we've built over the last few years, yeah, it's over with just like that in 90 minutes. One Maguire header and a knee slide later, and the show has come crashing down. As you can see, conspicuously absent is the red half of Merseyside, right? The red cartel, our champions elect, big spenders, money movers. We couldn't find a single representative from the Liverpool side of town.
We asked
Not
him-
for a lack of
We need to
trying.
show receipts, man. Who has the receipts, man?
Don't worry, just we'll pin them under the comments when we
Yeah,
drop this on
yeah,
Twitter. Don't
yeah.
worry, every man will get his shine. We reached out far and wide. We even almost texted LeBron to see if he can come represent FSG. No response. No response. They are high and wide. They've run away and they're hiding. But the rest of us were here. Some of us, come rain, come shine, we did here.
Yeah, fair play.
Adams went from being on LinkedIn looking for managers to getting another manager sacked. The world is upside down. the number one guy for hiring managers has taken a
another
manager's
job.
But yeah, the boys are here, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let everyone introduce themselves. Adams, how have you been? How's your weekend been?
Great, man. Great. We did a few live streaming. We watched the Arsenal Fulham game, atrocious game. It was terrible. And then we watched the Liverpool and Manchester United game. That was fun. We had George pop in, Chooks was there as well, and surprisingly, Pius was there throughout the whole game. But here now, he's nowhere to be found. But yeah, it was a good weekend.
So you were last scene. You have to put at last scene we had that one time poster.
Last scene on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. So luckily, the Liverpool United game was a basketball game, and that rescued our streaming career. Chooks, how have you been? Feeling on top of the world, I assume.
Now we just one game at a time.
Oh, brother.
Adams is right, dude. That first half of the stream, my lord, I had to actually tell Adams that I'm going to get him food after, because he's not used to that kind of satanism. That's what we endure to come out of games with only one goal. But no, it's nice to successfully have a hate watch. The only bad that came out from today was, we had to sacrifice one person's pain for another person's joy that I hate. I hate to see him happy. But today I have to make that exception.
Was it necessary evil?
It was
Not even done.
And to be honest, I think we may have won the battle, but we've lost the war, because things are looking too good for them, bro. We need Burnley or one of those teams to bring them back to where they belong. But for now, things are looking good.
Okay, so at the end of the day gonna end. A lot of people are happy and smiling on this pod that I'm not. Actually, all of you are happy and smiling that I'm not happy with. So, it is what it is. We're here, and of course, the man of the hour, judge, jury, and executioner. I don't even want to ask how you're feeling. The only text I saw today from George when I woke up was, "I'm not studying today." This is a man that's in med school out of the country. This is our future doctors. Maguire knee slide, and now a doctor's not gonna know the 206th bone in the body. But let's come to you. how you feeling, and also take us through your actual match reaction. I know you've gotten a lot of the call outs out of the way. So
Yeah,
what was your reaction watching that match? What was your prediction going in? How did the game
man.
play out? Who were your standout performance? etc.
Like on this podcast, I always talk about United have to start well. Like all the games, if you look at podcasts, I'm always saying if we start off well, like we like to start off well. If we start off well, we have a great chance of always winning the game. Against Chelsea, we did that. And against a couple of teams, we start off well, and then we just win the game. With this game, like I was surprised. I was honestly surprised how well we started, and Umbuemo took that chance perfectly. And that's kind of what I was saying. Like you guys were saying, why do we need to buy all these new strikers? If Garnacho was in that position, he's not scoring that goal, man. I'm sorry, he's not scoring that goal. So I was just really happy to see our new signings combining. And then Bowman taking that chance. Throughout the game, honestly, like I think I felt generally comfortable because Sané Lamens, man, the game he played today, I think he was the best player on the pitch, and that was our goalkeeper. And I felt like if we had Onana in goal, none of this would have happened. Liverpool could have easily equalized like in the 20th minute, and the game would have been over. So I was really happy that we had a commanding like leader in the back with Lamens because the defenders felt safe. Also, I want to give a shout out to Mateus Cunha. The way he was holding up the play and just like disrupting Liverpool's play, like in the final moments of the game, I think that really helped our team move forward. Bruno, I think it was just a regular performance from him. Like it wasn't that great, but he still gave the assist in the end for Harry Maguire. And also shout out to Harry Maguire, man. His football players these days, when they get one little criticism or whatever it is, they start panicking. Like Harry Maguire is like the opposite. It's like he got criticism, he got hate, abuse, everything. He wasn't playing, but you know what he did? He just said, "No, I will still represent." He got his armband stripped. They took his armband from him as a captain. He still stayed in the club, and look what he's doing.
No,
Huh?
They
They did.
who knows him? Him and
you know he's the leader of the
Adams. I'm gonna go find tweets. Who knows him that left the page on Twitter? Now he's saying that footballers these days.
Nah, bro, George is getting everything off right now, bro.
Now
He
George
he
is
said they tried to kill his career. They took his armband. They told him he was.
hey.
Nah, man. Look,
Nah,
man.
you and Wilfred Zaha, you're in the same group chat.
All in all, man, I'm just very, very happy. Like, I just hope this can continue like next week when we play Brighton. So that's really all I have to say for right now.
But yeah, so it was definitely an interesting game. I think it's one of those things where like we were discussing if like United had a chance. I think last week, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying like I could see it. I like football's a wacky sport. It's just, of course, he hasn't won back-to-back games in his entire tenure, and why not? Why not go to Anfield after 10 years of United not winning there and find a way to get a victory? I think what was interesting to me though is how they won. Right. And I'm going to bring in Adams because, Adams likes to get into the X's and the O's of how things happen. But I thought that if United was going to win that game, they would have to pretty much like be under siege for the entirety of the game, try to hit them fast on the counter, and then settle back into like an extremely low block and just try to frustrate them with, the wing backs pretty much becoming actual fullbacks, three at the back, two DMs, all that. But I thought it was kind of interesting how open the game was on both sides, right? I felt like United came out and said, actually, we'll live with the chances that you're going to create, and we'll allow you to continue to create them throughout the course of the game. And we are going to just back ourselves to say, you're not going to finish your chances as much as we're going to finish ours. Very interesting strategy. I think everyone was saying like it's probably one of the most open back fives I've ever seen. But On another day, maybe some of these chances, fall to, an Ekitike if he's starting instead of, Gakpo hitting the post twice or Salah scuffing his chance. But what can you say? They went toe to toe with a very brilliant attack. They allowed them to play their game. They played their game, and they were the deserving winners in my opinion. So Adams, how did you see the game? Did it go kind of tactically how you expected? And another part of that is something that we love to do on this show is this a bad day for Liverpool or is this a bad sign for Liverpool?
Yeah, I'll start with that. I think it's a bad sign because this is the fourth game that they're losing, and that's never just a bad sign, right? Or a bad day at the office. Like it's something that has happened for a while. And if you see that Chelsea game, they were pretty much like this game. You could see the game plan was to get at Kirkish, right? And Cunha and Mbuemo and Dallo. They did a very good job, right? They did a very good job. They combined really well. And for us, it was Bradley. It was Bradley. And if Manchester United flipped it, they could have done the same thing at the other side too. So you could tell that there's something in this Liverpool team, and maybe it's not a team that is built for right now. Maybe now it's a time where they're finally going through that rebuild phase. Robertson is not who he used to be. They bought a new guy, Kekesh. They're having issues with the right back. They lost the generational right back in Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now they're trying to bed in Isak into the team and try to force a lot of. You're just trying to force a lot of things too early, right? That's how I see it. And Manchester United, man, I hate to say good things about Manchester United. Like I hate to say good things about this team. So, like anything I say right now, bro, I don't even know. If it's hard for me to give them credit, but we just have to give them credit, right? They came, and they did the business. It was Amorim. Credit goes to Amorim for the way he set out the team. I was confused when I saw that Sesko was on the bench. I'm like, what's this guy doing? Does this guy even know what he's trying to do? Like your striker is not going to play this game. And they had Mason Mount, and we know Mason Mount is going to cover ground. He's going to work hard for the team. And Cunha did the same thing. I don't think Sesko would have been able to do that. I don't think he'd have been able to do that early on in that game. And Mbemo, like he said, Mbemo, he got his chance and he took it. In games like this, you need to take your chance. But one thing I would say is, bro, don't get too excited, man. If I'm a Manchester United fan, I get it. It's Liverpool, our big rivals. 10 years, we haven't won there. But at the same time, bro, I'm not getting too excited because there's some little details in that game that could have gone Liverpool's way. They hit the post, 2 to 3 times. And he said the goalkeeper was his player of the match. If the goalkeeper is your best player on the day, what does that say? That says, like, bro, you guys definitely had a lot of pressure on your defense. And Maguire, like he said, right, credit to Maguire. I think even last season, he had a chance. He had a moment where he could have won it at the end. And we know that's his bread and butter. Maguire, put him in the back post. He's gonna get you something. His actual job, which is defending, he might not do that very well, but just put him in the back post. He will get you something. And it's just one of those ones where you try it like 10 times. You try it 10 times, and 2 times out of 10 he works. And Manchester United, bro, like you guys are gonna be better this season. You have better players, but don't get excited. George, you're starting to go throw a parade, bro. Relax.
He's not starting. The parade is already on that way.
Relax, man. Relax. That's all I'm gonna say. Relax. But enjoy it though. Enjoy it.
I was just that Joyce is about to collect his own payroll. Adams can't afford this kind of talents, man. Adams, if you put George in your payroll, every 2 weeks you'll be seeing 1K being withdrawn for match day.
But yeah, it was.
You see, this win has got me looking at the league table again. It's got me looking at the league table again.
Adams, hey! Adams, I blame you, bro.
Adams, if you see this league table now, I'm 3 points behind Man City.
Hey,
I'm 3 points
Adams,
behind.
I blame you, man.
So this whole thing you're saying, don't get excited. like this is football, man. It's like when you have moments like this, you have to get excited. Like why shouldn't I get excited? Why not? Like
I hear it.
I
I hear it.
see I'm seeing improvements in my team. I'm gonna get excited. And I know the reason why I said Lyman was my best player is because you guys were making memes of Onana every game all last season.
Yeah.
If
Now,
he
now
was there,
he's.
come
I
on.
won't lie.
If
I won't
Onana
lie.
was
He's yeah. He looks decent. Like he looks decent. Like he
yeah,
looks. That is one position I can comfortably say that Manchester United has strengthened. Right.
Mhm.
No question. No question. Like he looks like he is an actual goalie, and he will get
Mhm.
you some points. And
Yeah.
yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, there's some games you watch, right? You celebrate the win, but signs are there. Don't get carried away. The signs are there in this game. The signs were there, but it's a big game. It's Liverpool. I get the fanfare. I understand it. I'll probably do it too, right?
Mhm.
And that's how I felt when we won Liverpool too, right?
Mhm.
I thought it was a good game and we won, but I was still like, man, if bro on another day Salah gets those two chances and it's a win for them.
Okay,
On
so can
another
I
day.
can I can I can I say the same thing as like when we played Arsenal the first game? The signs were there because but I said if we're doing the signs are there. The signs are there.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah.
did they barely had any chances. We were the ones controlling the game. So the same way you're saying these kind of things, it's also like you got to look at it in the picture of the whole season. Out of these 8 games we've played, there's a couple of games where it's like we controlled the game and it was a positive from last season. That's what I'm saying. You have to be
Fair,
excited.
fair. Yeah, it is
You know?
positive from last season for sure. 1,000%. A lot better than last season.
Yeah, I think with regards to like excitement, I mean, you like I think like what George said is exact. You know what? It's actually kind of fitting that of course a Chelsea fan is telling you not to be excited. You know what? Because I was telling Adams the whole time under Pochettino, I'm like, you have to get excited about wins. That's how you create momentum to keep winning. But they always do this reserved gimmick, just like when they were top of the league in December last year, and they were like, we're not really contenders. Even the
Mhm.
coach was saying it. You can't really win the league with the defense. And then it's like they just kept speaking that into existence. And all the things they were complaining about started manifesting over the next few games. Sometimes you're on mute. And it's God that put you
Here
on
we
mute.
go again. Here we go again with the same narrative. We were speaking it into existence. Then Sanchez wasn't good. How was Sanchez?
Manifestation.
Oh, man,
Manifestation, Adams. You know
please,
what? But leading up to
please.
the final against PSG, all Chelsea fans were saying, you know what? Never count Chelsea out when we're underdogs in the
Because there was,
final,
yeah,
right?
you could see the
They spoke
signs
it into
there.
existence.
You
And
could
when
see
they
the
went to that
Now we
final,
didn't
they
speak
played
nothing.
well.
I said we spoke
I'm
into
telling you, power of the tongue, man. George, get excited, man. United is climbing up that table. Let's cook.
Eh.
Um, obviously, last but not least, coming to Chooks, who clearly has a vested interest in Liverpool dropping points. I don't even know that it's so much Liverpool now, as you probably have to turn your attention to that blue shark that's buried deep in the water that has been
man.
silently coasting. But another routine, boring win for the Arsenal. Let's start off with obviously the Liverpool result. I know for you, you were kind of more so hoping that United did you a favor. I don't know. Did you feel like they could get points off them? Did you feel they could win? Do you feel like Liverpool have been there for the taking? And then where do you feel like this puts Liverpool in the context of the title race? Like, are they now maybe not so much out of it, but like no longer at the forefront of your mind? It's like maybe just focus on your results from now on, and then obviously going to your team and how you guys played and what you're looking for going forward.
Yeah, I mean, first things first. United always can. They can always shock you. I don't think I've ever gone into a United game that wasn't at home where I was fully, obviously you'll be confident, but like it's some fixtures where you're like 100% confident. Like these guys beat us with 10 men in the FA Cup last year. United has it in them to always play to their opponents, right? But then today it felt like everything that could go their way went their way. And I think it has been that way for them for a while. Like Gapo hitting the post, what, 2 times, Salah missing what normally is an open goal for him. Isak not finishing those chances, even Gapo at the end.
Man.
Yeah, Isak chance that he missed. One thing I will say though with George is they finally have a goalkeeper that looks like he has sense. The jury is still out. It's only 3 games, but you can kind of see that
Yeah.
calm when he's on the ball. And so far, he hasn't made any mistakes. I hope he doesn't continue. But today, he didn't make any mistakes. And they didn't try to do too much. They didn't try to play out the back all the time. They launched it forward. Same thing that Slot was crying and complaining about. Like Liverpool is a good team. You have to play a low block. You have to employ long ball tactics, long throws. United did what they had to do to get 3 points today. That's good. Liverpool as a whole, I told Pius, right? I don't know how you spent all that money and the midfield is still that way. The attack is good. The attack normally should get you goals where you don't have to worry about the midfield. But the defending from Liverpool, the midfield is very concerning. I don't think they're out of the title race because it's not every team that's going to be able to lock them. Like today, United didn't do a good job defensively. I think Liverpool they just couldn't finish anything. It's not always going to be that way. But when it comes to these top 6 games, they are there for the taking. I'm even annoyed that we didn't take them when we got them because our
Nah, you
manager
guys
was
should have,
was
man.
a
You
little
guys
bit
should have.
too. He didn't set up the way he should have set up. Knowing what we know now, these guys are there for the taking. So people are not. And one thing I like is they had this fear factor when they signed Isak. Even before he played, everyone kind of was like, "Yeah, the league is over." So I'm happy that right now there's no clear favorites in terms of there's no team that has. I mean, in the eyes of everyone, right? Me, I know who my favorites are.
Bro, what is he talking about? There's no clear favorites
No,
where.
no, no. But that I'm saying is, Adams, like if you had to put money on this, right? You can't count out City, you can't count out Arsenal, you can't count out.
Bro, please. You can't cut out which city.
All right, but I'm saying you can't count out.
No,
City.
Adams doesn't believe in City, so that
He doesn't.
you're
All right,
talking to
so
the wrong
That's
person.
crazy.
Yeah,
that's it. You can't.
me-
You can't.
I'm the one who believes in
That's not
City.
the point I'm about to make. The point I'm about to make is Liverpool have lost that fear factor they had with all those attacking signings. Like, yeah, bring out your Isak, Salah.
Yeah,
Ekitike, no
man.
problem.
Bro. They rode up to the bridge with Badiashile and Heto and he couldn't do nothing.
But they
Please.
couldn't cook. That midfield
Please.
had Bruno and Casemiro, and they couldn't cook today. Um, ah. Anyway, that being said, when it comes to my own team, I'm just happy that we are finally getting past our boogie teams. We beat West Ham, a team we haven't beaten at home in 4 attempts. Like, doesn't that sound crazy? Then we beat Fulham, a team we haven't beaten in their home in the last 3 attempts. Like every single season that we've lost, even who's remember the year we lost out on top 4. These are the games where we go to Brighton, we go to Fulham, we go to Palace, we go to West Ham, and we leave either with a nasty draw or we lose the game. So for us, unlike you, George, I've enjoyed performances. I don't give a damn about the performance. I just want 3 points. I want a trophy. I want 3 points. I don't care if it's pretty. I had to. Adams, when I'm in Dallas, I'll take you to get Suya. Sorry for putting you through that watch alone. The games aren't pretty, but we just need to keep getting results. I think we have some favorable games before Chelsea and Tottenham. We just need to keep getting results. I like the position we're in. Hopefully,
we are part of those favorable games. Don't stress.
hey man, we need to just keep winning.
We need to get to Spurs.
Last year, I'll take it, but City really, really has me concerned, and it's not even really City that has me concerned. It's Haaland. City on their own. I don't really believe. No, but Adams, I don't believe
You guys are forcing this whole City thing again. Like
Haaland has 11 goals. Adams, do you know who the next highest?
Even Pep said he's not going to keep scoring. He's not going to keep scoring like that for sure.
You can't say that about someone who has kept scoring for 3 years. Like we're 3 years in. And
So what is he going to do? Single-handedly win them the league?
I watched the Everton game.
It's like that famous tweet that's like, "Oh, LeBron is 31. This won't go on much longer, brother. It's going to go on very long."
Wait. Adams, you have to keep this pass. Ovo tried to get that same tweet up. It said, "Oh, Salah is 32." This fucking goal.
Nah, you're supposed to keep that one, man. You're supposed to
Oh,
keep that
trying to
one.
get that
You're
off.
supposed to get that.
You was trying to get that off for Twitter. No, but Adams, I watched the Everton game. Everton played as well as anybody could play. All it took, and the way Haaland scores goals is so annoying because the chances are never even organic. It's the most disgusting ball, and he just finds a way to get a shot off. He has scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm very concerned because if he keeps scoring, and you know those guys, I mean, you know how football is, man. Once you have belief, certain guys will start doing what is not in their software. But for now, I'll take my 3 points. We have Atletico on Tuesday. That's the next.
Man, that game, bro. That game
Let's
is going to
see.
be the
Let's
battle.
Haram or haram?
But
Nah,
quietly,
it's one for the
quietly,
football shows.
Adams. Don't let me lift a major trophy with this defense because the kind of agenda that I have.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I was actually going to ask you on the stream. Do you think you guys are going to break the lowest goal?
I don't think so. The league is different. It's not like when Chelsea played in the league in 2004. I don't think we're going to break the record. But what those two boys are doing, my goodness.
See, and that's another. That's one thing. And now that we're on the Arsenal subject, I want to address that because I was having this argument with an Arsenal fan in my group chat. We're doing team of the season so far, right? And he was angry that I didn't have either of the Arsenal center backs in my team of the season currently, right? And I'm like, okay, for one, Saliba has missed some games, right? And we saw Mosquera deputize perfectly, right? Gabriel, I don't think he's particularly started the season from a defensive standpoint perfectly because he's already had a few high-profile errors or errors leading to goal or just some kind of mishap, right? But he has scored some important goals, which can make you feel like he's having an excellent season. So my point with that was like, I think Arsenal as a unit, right, is a very, very good defensive team. But I don't think that that's simply because the center backs are like otherworldly. They are very, very good, right? But like, can you say either of those center backs so far have been clear-cut some of the best center backs in the league this season?
No, I don't think it's down to the center back. I think
you could put them up there. You can't.
Yeah, I mean,
No. I'm saying
Why
like in your current team of the season, who would your two center backs be? You just go Saliba and Gabriel?
Most likely, maybe not Gabriel.
Okay.
Maybe
I feel like that's lazy. And see the fact that you're even saying Saliba is like you don't even realize that he's already missed like 3 or 4 games or 2 games.
Yeah,
that Mosquera played in.
He didn't even play that well the last game.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is the team is so well set up. Their attackers are good defenders. Their midfielders are good defenders. Their fullbacks are good defenders.
He said the attackers are good defenders.
Their coach is a good defender. From that touchline, he can set legs before you go on a counter.
Why are you trying to say Gyökeres is a good defensive 9?
No, I mean, he demands that from every player. That's my point. And it's a testament to the system. That's not to say that Saliba is one of the best center back prospects, period, right? But I'm saying this season, they haven't really set the world on fire because they haven't really had to do that much.
Yeah, the system.
Yes, and you watch an Arsenal game and you rarely see the center backs have to do really much of anything besides just a random sweep up every now and then because teams just don't even get to build up against them at all. So I don't know, like when we think about their like defensive record, I feel like a lot of times it gets attributed to the center backs unfairly when it's really an entire team structure kind of thing. Even with the goalkeeper, like I was listening to a commentator saying that he's the best in the league right now, and I'm like, what? There's no way. Like I understand that.
I don't know, man. Like,
he's going to continue to own the records, but can we say that Raya is better than Alisson? Like beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Raya's not better than Lemons to me.
I knew it. Listen, I'm the best. We can move on. That's literally, I was waiting for George to say something.
He licked the cheese. Hey!
Raya's not better than Lemons to me, bro.
I'm the best playmaker on this show, man. You have to know your personnel. You have to know your.
He's cheesed me, but he didn't know I was a rat. I'm eating that
cheese. Amen, laments. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh man, he said he had amen in his name, bro. What?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so with Arsenal though, Adams, these are your favorites. These are your big horse, your only horse. the question I'll ask you is, I think that for Arsenal to win the league, they need to run away with it. They can't be involved in the title race because I feel like the last three races they've kind of shown that for whatever is worth, the pressure tends to get to them. Because if you look at the places that they've dropped points, right, in the middle of the last few races, it's always teams that they're expected to beat. The Aston Villa game at home where they lost 2-0. That was the season before last. Then when they were going head to head with City and they lost to I believe it was Southampton.
Nah, we drew
Yeah.
to Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton.
Drew to Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton. You saw the penalty miss.
We lost
So
4-4.
yes. So it's never like, oh, they lost to a team or they drew a game where it's like, oh, fair play, that's a tough team. It's almost like it's always some type of like mental block or just like letting their standards drop. Do you feel like where they're at right now, it's looking like they're kind of they're far ahead of, not far ahead of the pack, but they're ahead of the pack. And as long as they continue to win, you imagine that they're going to continue to extend that lead. Do you feel like that is the formula for them to get this league title over the line? Or do you feel like even if there was a contender, you still be backing them?
I'll still be backing them. And like you said, I don't think I'm struggling. You guys have talked about City, but City are not. Look, City, I've watched their games, and there's going to be games where they struggle a lot. Like they don't have. It's just different. This is a different City, and Arsenal, right? It's just their time this season, man. Like the way they play, it scares me sometimes. The way they play. They don't give away. Apart from that Manchester United game, which with hindsight, I think Manchester United did very well. Or maybe that's because it was the first game. They don't give away chances. Teams are not creating chances against them. Go back and watch the games. Like, how are you supposed to beat that type of team? And like you said, the only way is by them beating themselves. But I just feel like they've learned so much over the course of the last 3 seasons. And what you said, Uzo, last season is like, for them to go again this season, it almost feels like there has to be a mini rebuild. And that has happened. They have Mosquera in there now. They have Noni Madueke. They have Eze. That these guys already bringing energy and new spirit into the team. And bro, it's so difficult for this team to concede chances. And once it's time, one thing people don't understand with Arsenal is they can flip it. They can flip. Once it's time for them to create chances, they will create chances. Once they need to create chances against you, they will create chances. And yeah, this team, honestly, bro, I don't know why you guys are not clocking it, but it's looking like it's wraps for the whole league.
I disagree. I completely.
George, hold on. I'll ask you a different question. Don't worry. I win, of course, anything Arsenal is. You know what? George maybe didn't even hear anything that you said.
He only just
He would have said that same statement regardless.
That was exactly how it was with Manchester United too. I'm like, I don't care.
So George, you tell us why you disagree, but also, do you feel that like we're going on 4 seasons now, and we can say the most consistent team, right, in the league has been Arsenal? Because City have had their drop-off year. Liverpool had their drop-off year, the year before, and then they had the year with Klopp. The only team that has consistently been in the top 2 is Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel that we can continue to make the sustainability argument, right? Especially with the, Stoke City, set piece, this and that. Can you continue to make that argument when this team is now going into the 4th season of being a clear-cut challenger using this exact same system?
No, this wasn't the same system they used like 3.
No, I'm saying like the same like sustainability thing of, let's say three seasons
like
now.
Can this be sustained?
Right. Like, can we continue to say this isn't sustainable when they clearly are still sustaining it?
Exactly. I'm struggling to get the question. Like, what are you trying to say?
He's saying like the way they're playing. Can you say, oh yeah, is this sustainable? Even though
no, I'm saying like that's always been the allegation, right? That the way Arsenal was playing, that you can't continue to win like that.
Obviously it is.
Like
it
you won't
is.
win a league. That's what I'm saying. Like we're 3 years in, so I'm asking him like, can we dead that now and say, okay, this is who they are, and this clearly works. So can we like how? So what is the argument then for them not being able to win if we like?
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like it's not sustainable. It's like you said, it might be a mental thing. I don't know. Like it might just be like City is just incredible.
And that's the thing, bro. They're consistently second. So it's like it goes in your like when you're playing like mentally, it's like they always see themselves as second place, and like that carries on like every season. Like I'm sorry, because if you're not winning, like if you don't have that mentality of like, oh, we win trophies here and there, or like even forget the Premier League, like even like say like, oh, last season maybe they didn't win the Premier League, but they won this trophy. That creates like a winning mentality like all the time. But if you're always like second place, second place, second
So
place,
you think that's just never gonna end?
I don't think so. And my reasoning is, if you look at let's I was looking this up. If you look at the games that Arsenal have played, they've played 8 games this season, right? If you look at the games that they've played this season, I'm like, there's no games in there where I'm like, okay, this is like, I mean, I'm very impressed. They so they beat West Ham. Isn't West Ham in bottom three of the league, right? They beat Nottingham Forest, bottom team of the league, right? The one of the big games they played Liverpool. They lost. Um, the first game of the season against us, you saw that we played better than them, but they got the 3 points. That's fine. That's one of the games I'll give them. Okay, you got the 3 points there, but it wasn't like nobody could say, "Oh, okay, Arsenal came to United, dominated the game, and was like, very impressive." They still got the points. But what I'm trying to say is like, there's a couple of like all these 8 games this season. Like, I haven't really seen where it's like, oh, Arsenal's going to take the league by storm. The way Adams is saying, like, I don't see.
I like
it.
how you conveniently left out the actual hard games that they've played and won, like Newcastle.
And Manchester
like,
City.
like
Manchester
as he was looking in his math, he was skipping some games.
No.
George, one thing I would say, dude, is based off trends. The only reason why I'm not yet, what's the word called, I'm confident, right? I'm not overly confident. Is if we survive November, December, and we're healthy.
Nah, you gonna. That's the
No,
thing.
but I'm saying, Adams, that's when we usually flip the switch. Because every single season from January to March, I don't know what it is about the goals that we score. That's when we start to, you see Gabriel 2 corners within 10 minutes. Games are ending 4-0, 5-0. This is, as an Arsenal fan, October to December is what scares me. Because that's when this team starts to behave funny. The games that we're supposed to win, we go to Sunderland now and in 70th minute, it's still 0-0. Even against Fulham, like, that's what the Fulham game with me. It just looked like one of those days that was going to end bad. So if we can survive between now, because we have some, like we are going to Palace and Bournemouth back to back. Those are tough games.
Those very good games.
It's actually funny that the Chelsea Tottenham game doesn't scare me. Like if we survive those games, I'm honestly chilling because top 6 games, I know we're going to wax those two. But Palace and Bournemouth, for some reason, we are going to go there and look like Liverpool look today. Hit the bar. Oh yeah, Arsenal created chances, but don't lie that we've not played hard games.
No, I'm actually
I think
more scared of for you for the of the top 6 teams this season, Chooks.
Nah, I'm not. Come on, stop that.
I think look at what you did against. You can look at Liverpool.
But people keep saying Liverpool, like it's not like Liverpool blew them away. They barely won.
That's what I'm saying. They will go into those games like the way they've been playing the other sides.
But how can you say they literally were about to set a record for how many top 6 games they played in a row without losing?
Okay, let me ask you this, right? Out of those 8 games you played, what would you say was your best performance of the season?
It was probably against Leeds.
Against Leeds?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No. Best performance was probably Newcastle, not Leeds. The Newcastle game is something that we need to go back to, where even if we're down, we still find way to win. Last season we went away from maybe the injuries, whatever, and that depth is scary. Like we have random players like Moreno that how does Fire say it? On his day. His day.
And I will say this though, like I think going back to that Newcastle game, right? I saw the way you guys brought it on with Odegaard. He came in and made an assist. Now you don't have Odegaard for the next few weeks.
Back end of November.
Yeah, end of November. And this is the time period where you're saying you're scared of your team. Like you don't know what's going to happen. So if you're going against these big games, I mean, we could call it big games against Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, and you know they have killers in their team. Like these two teams, if you give them a chance, they're scoring. So do you think without Odegaard going to those games?
Oh yes, for sure. We have Izzy. He hasn't clicked yet, though, but we have Izzy. Our
Mhm.
defense is not Delete and Maguire back there. Respectfully, though, it's not those guys back there. That what our defense is doing as a unit, Zubimendi crazy ball at Rice, and Saka is looking like himself again. I'm I'm more worried to actually watch the game. When I think of the game, I'm confident. I'm worried when I start watching it that we haven't scored yet. But on paper, we should.
Mhm.
And realistically, like, does anyone look at Arsenal and say like, oh, chance creation is going to be their undoing? When, like, no, because
Yeah,
I just always feel like they have set pieces, they have a good defense,
Bro,
so
they
they
will
start.
find ways
They're,
to
they're, they're
score.
kind of like if you follow American football, they're like the Philadelphia Eagles. Like they have a tush push, like they have something that gives them an automatic 1 yard. So all they
yeah,
have to do is hustle for the remaining nine. They know worst come to worst, we can stink out this thing,
and
defend for
get set
89
piece.
minutes, get one corner kick, and get out of here with all three. And to me, that's people need to find those kind of margins in order to become more successful.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know who I was saying that to. I'm like, I'm surprised that it took Arteta to make football more kind of set piece oriented because like the game has kind of been there for it. Like there's so many stoppages where you get to set up a corner kick, you get to set up a long throw, you get to set up a free kick. Why don't you take advantage of those moments where you're almost allowed a free attack if you plan it well? And like the
Mhm.
way that these set pieces, the way they score them, these are high XG chances. Like I was looking at the goal that they scored against Fulham, and I'm like, I mean, he ain't gonna miss that. It's like it's falling to him right in front of goal. Somehow, all nine defenders on the other team are completely bamboozled, and it drops
Mhm.
to your guy 1-on-1 again. How can we discount that as a way of winning? And maybe it's because like obviously Thomas Frank is someone who cares about set pieces as well. And my fan
Mhm.
base now they hate it, right?
Mhm.
They hate the fact that we're relying on set pieces, etc. Blah blah blah. But I'm like, bro,
Mhm.
it's part of the game, and you just need to find a way to do it better than the opposition. And that way it then becomes back to open play and what works on the pitch. Because if you're able to nullify their set pieces and then you're
Mhm.
able to be threatening from your set pieces, that's how
Mhm.
you win around the margins. And I don't think that that's something to beat them again, beat them with like. And you know what? Let me say this for the first time in a long time. And maybe it's just the fact that we won the Europa League last year, so that kind of 17 years of nothing, like it got off my back a little bit. I wouldn't care if Arsenal won the league. And I've been saying that for I think 2 seasons now. I'm like, they've kind of been knocking on the door so
Yeah, you
much
already
that
made
I've
peace.
already imagined it.
Yeah.
I've already imagined the worst. So
George,
it
George,
won't
George,
break me. Like I won't
how
be
do you
like,
remain?
man.
And for the fact that he took them that many trials too, it's like
Like I won't, you know, we gonna leave with something. You know, the 1 billion spent, the deputy for every position.
yeah.
We gonna leave with something, bro. We're gonna leave with something.
So
So
I'm like, don't.
I'm okay with it. Don't
Yeah, I'm
fight it.
okay.
Just
No,
let it
no.
happen.
George, George,
I've, I've,
don't,
I've,
George, don't
I've,
let me leave trophy when you join the podcast. Hey, 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 George, don't let
I've,
me leave a
I do
trophy.
like the fact that George is gonna go down fighting though.
Yeah, yeah. No, we
I've
need him.
lost.
We need him, man. He's the only hope
I've,
that we gotta have. You know, people like him,
I've
man. Like,
lost. I've lost my main shooter. I've lost him.
you lost,
Oh, who me?
Uzo.
No. I'm
Yes.
still here. Listen, I'm here for the for,
Now
for
you
the
don't know
failure.
Uzo, man. You don't know
But
Uzo.
no,
Uzo
I'm
is a
here for the
shapeshifter.
failure, but I'm hedging my bets.
Yeah.
Hey, George,
Hey
George,
man.
Chooks, you need to
don't
tell
let
him about
us.
Uzo, man. Uzo is a shapeshifter. Like
Also, on this topic of set pieces, Adam, you guys scored three goals against Ange. Same format.
oh
Three
man, you
set
know,
piece
man.
goals
Yeah,
against
like
Ange.
we had inside information, man. Uzo told us last season that Edge doesn't
Listen,
Edge doesn't care for
bro, since he's been there, they just keep blaming him with set. And you know, this is why it's funny. Ange is what made me appreciate Arteta more. Like I was like, you know what? Maybe I should respect a coach who cares enough about his team to try to win around the margins. That's what I call it. It's just the marginal things that may or may not make a difference, but shoot, it gives your team a slightly better chance than the opponent, right? Just something as simple as, you know what, let's take this 30 minutes after practice to just strategize. If we get a set piece, how are we going to move? If they get a set piece, how are we going to defend it? Let everybody be on the same page. You rarely see Arsenal look threatened from set pieces. And then when they get a set piece, it's like a damn penalty. But I had a coach who went 2 years, didn't care. They ain't care. They banging it on you every day, no problem. And now he ain't got a job. But it is what it is.
They flogged
um,
you. They flogged you. 3 straight set piece goals.
don't Chelsea
Just want to
lead?
use Ange to break our record for set piece
Well,
goals.
Well, don't
Hey,
Chelsea
Uzo,
lead the league in set piece goals though
Uzo,
this season?
shh,
Like they're way
Yeah,
ahead.
they do.
quietly,
They're way
Quietly.
ahead.
quietly,
Quietly.
man, quietly. Yeah, we don't make too much noise,
Enzo
bro.
Mateta, nah, I'm on to you, bro. I'm on to you. See, the
It's
thing
those
is, no
these
wonder
these
Adams
Spanish
has been propping up Arsenal, bro.
these Spanish managers, man. I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah, it's okay. I see what's going on here.
Especially because if you are going to have all that possession and they say touches in the box, why not? Why not try to be intimidating from those set pieces? Because everyone that was flogging him, I think they said this season is the season of the long throws. Like I think there's been
And
so many
the
long
long throws, I can't stand that one. You see
no,
the other, look, the corner
no,
kicks,
this season I saw a stat
but the
that
long
said
throws, man.
the amount of long throws this season. Food
Come on,
chain influence. Forget.
bro.
When,
Once
Nah.
hey, when
The long throw. The
Martin
long
was
throw
giving those
is
Yeah,
Brentford
long
though.
throw, long throw
It's
is
hey,
not.
Brentford. It's
stop
Brentford
that,
for
stop
sure.
that,
Please.
It's
stop
Brentford
that,
for
stop
sure.
that,
nah,
stop
it
that.
is Brentford. It's
The
Frank.
long
It's
throw
Thomas
is
Frank,
Brentford
man.
for
It's Thomas
sure.
Mainstream,
Frank. It's Thomas
mainstream.
Frank. It's been Thomas
Bro,
Frank.
the first
No,
thing, Chooks, the first thing Thomas Frank did when he got to Tottenham was hold an audition for long throw. Like this is like documented fact. They stayed
I
and
can't,
they all
I can't
practiced long
lie.
throw. It was down to Bergval,
His first,
the Ghanaian guy we have in defense, Danso, and some other guy.
he
So,
said
so
again.
those guys
He said
only play
again,
minutes
guy. We
because they
have
can long throw. Norgard only has a career because he can long throw.
hey
Like,
man,
come
no
on.
God. I need some of that. Though, which is even funny is Frank's first game in Prem ever was against us, and they dunked on
I
us with that
remember.
long
I
throw.
remember that 2-0. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
I
Friday
remember.
Bro,
game.
that thing, if you can perfect it, is so annoying to
But it's like, why not? Because there's no offsides from it. The same with corner kicks, right? There's no offsides. And you can legit just create chaos that the defense, like they can't
bro.
just clear it anywhere because they're right next to their goal. Like so
You
my
have to
thing is
find
always like, how
the
has nobody
players.
thought about this?
You
No,
have to find
people
the
have
players
though.
that
People
are
have.
good.
Roy Delap. Back
Yeah,
in the
Stoke
day,
City
people,
don't use
yeah,
and
people
finish.
used to do it.
But I'm saying like we always looked at it as, oh, that's just for the teams that want to survive. Teams that want to win titles need goals too. Like what you
Yeah,
talking
because
about?
Slot was complaining about it today that United only did long ball, long throws, and they didn't come to
Let's
play
get into
football.
slot, because Paris is in
Please,
here. Let's get into the Liverpool side.
please,
We've
that's
explored
I've
the
been
United
waiting.
side. Chooks, yeah, lead us off. Lead us off.
No, I've been waiting. I just find it very interesting, right? That the minute this guy, mind you, Liverpool, I don't think they are in a crisis like some other teams. But the
4
minute
losses in a row is not a crisis.
no, I'm saying like in terms of like big, very big picture. Title race wise, yeah, you are in a crisis, right? But you're still gonna finish top four. My problem, right, is every game he's lost for some reason is not his team's fault. Some of the things he's complaining about,
bro, he's saying
complain,
he's
complain about
complaining about the starting lineup.
but look at this talking about they changed the lineup. Like what is United supposed to do? Play 11 strikers and allow you to enjoy chance galore. And I told Adams before the podcast started. I need you guys keep the same energy because these are the same things you complained that Arteta did when I personally didn't think he was this bad. But some of the things Slot is getting away with, if it's like okay, he won a league, so he can do it, no problem. But it's actually very alarming. Like today, he said, I sent it to Adams, talking about they should have blown the whistle for McAllister when his own player fouled him, and he now goes to say, "Oh, Liverpool is not a team that tries to buy fouls." Bro, who cares? So Liverpool should be rep differently because it's known that they're the only ones that don't buy fouls. It's just so interesting to see him. Maybe it might be a ball Dutch thing. These Dutch managers, George, George knows best, man. The ball Dutch managers, they know how to find excuse, especially
Don't,
after
don't,
that
don't
one.
remind me, bro.
Because
Remind-
Uzo, I actually have a friendly bet. How many more games till he's going to use the Premier League that he won? Like how Ten Hag use that Carabao. How many more games does he have? Adams.
He's saving that one until he's on the hot seat, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Adams. Adams, you have to clip this. Come back this in like 3 months. He's going to use that excuse soon. I remember when Ten Hag was on the hottest seat, you couldn't breathe without him not mentioning that one Carabao that he won. Like you actually couldn't breathe near him without him mentioning that one Carabao.
He went to Leverkusen and still mentioned the 2 trophies, bro. Like that's when I knew, like, he's finally got it tatted on the inside of his armpit, bro. Bro, he was in a whole new job. They were asking him, bro, how far? When are we gonna see some kind of, sign of life? He was like, at the last place, I won 2 trophies. I'm like, bro, what does that have to do with your job? And you know what?
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking about the Lames thing when George was going on his rant, right? Because Lames had a normal goalie game, in my opinion. I didn't think he was like goalie of the week, outstanding. He just did, he did his job. He came out, made himself big, got a few saves. He wasn't even that great with his distribution. He was just decent. But in life, make sure you replace somebody that is absolutely horrific at their job, because you don't even have to do much in order for you to stand out. Like Lames has come in, he claimed one high ball, and United fans were rinsing that clip. They were like, "Oh, look at my goalie! I can't believe this is life." I was like, "Huh?"
Bro,
I
you
couldn't
don't
believe
know,
my eyes.
we've starved, man. We've starved. You don't know what Onana did to us, bro. You wouldn't know until you were on the receiving end. Onana
No,
did,
trust me, I can relate to that. I can relate to
man.
that.
Like
So
the
in
damage he
this
did
life,
to us.
when you're applying for jobs, listen, be praying that the person that they fired was an Onana at his own job, because you come in, all you have to do is arrange your pencils the right way on your desk, and your manager's gonna be like,
I will start clapping.
"What have we hired?"
Hey, bro. Wow.
Oh man.
They're like, "This guy's a rising star." But now back to the slot thing. For me, one thing I praised him for last year was about his ability to just get on with it. Right? They barely had any signings. I never heard a peep from him. They had some, questionable refereeing decisions, whatever. He just kind of got on with it week after week after week. So the complete 180 this season has been kind of strange to see, because he doesn't need to do it. I think that's the weird part. Like when people were getting onto Arteta, it was like Arteta kind of needed to make excuses, because there was no excuse for why he hadn't delivered yet, right? So he kind of had to keep deflecting. And if you really listen to a lot of his pressers, he wasn't even actually making excuses. He was more like explaining, like, from his perspective. Like he still was somebody who like took ownership of like the failures and felt that the team needed to do better, right? And we even saw that in the documentary. Like behind the scenes, he's getting onto the players and saying, these aren't the standards. You're not delivering, blah, blah, blah. So we know he has high standards. We know he doesn't really buy into excuses. Whoop-de-woo. Sometimes managers are just doing gamesmanship with the ref, which they should. But with Slot is especially weird, because you're not at the point where you need to make excuses. If anything, you're in a position of strength. You've just won without spending. You've now come into the next season. You were still top of the league, 5 wins out of 5. The only team that was without a loss, or 4 wins out of 5, I think. Then they had a draw, and you have your first loss, and it was that first loss, right? And it just the attitude around that just started to seem like he was already under pressure in his own mind. And for me, that's always strange to see from a manager. It's like, it means you've lost your poise. And that's the one thing I commended the guy for, like last season. I'm like, wow, this is an extremely poised, mature, like reasonable manager. And he hasn't had those same attributes this season. And, we can all speculate as to what it is. Like, does he feel like maybe internally his job is not as secure as we think? I would think that winning a Premier League in your first season should buy you at least 3 years minimum.
Yeah, at least
right?
another year, at least.
And funny enough, I don't think they're really, like we were talking about bad sign, bad game. I don't think it's a bad sign at all. I feel like he has players that need to get up to speed. That's just it. Like when Isak has torn this league apart in the past. It's not like he's a bum, right? This same league, if he gets back to 80, 70% of what he was at Newcastle, it's going to be scary hours, right? We have to hope that he stinks for the entirety of the season. Salah is a legend in this league. He's going to retire as one of the greatest forwards we've ever seen in the Premier League. If he gets back to 60, 70% of what he was, it's going to be scary for the league. So for me, it's like, why are you making excuses already? You have a team that is still peaking, that has a lot of gears to go. The league is still young. The season is still young. There's a whole bunch of time to turn this around. You still have to play Arsenal. You still have to play City. You still have to play Chelsea in the reverse fixture. So you can absolutely undo whatever damage that you've done with the dropped points. So it's weird to me when people start to make excuses when they don't have to, because it's like, what's your motivation there? Do you genuinely feel like there's a rep? And the biggest point is nothing bad has happened to them that was like unjust. I can't think of anything this season where it's like, oh dang, they kind of got screwed there. Name one thing. He was complaining that, oh, the added time in Champions League versus the I'm just like, bro, what do you scored a lot of stoppage time goals to win games where they added 8-9. Today, I don't think they needed to add 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That was where did they manufacture the stoppages from? So it's weird to me, and I agree with you. It's like we have to keep the same energy. Just because he's a manager that's won doesn't mean like he gets to kind of get off on just go make excuses and pretend everything is all on the refs or everything is all on this or that. And I think honestly his team is playing as if they are coming in ready to make excuses. I'm looking at Van Dijk's body language. I'm like, he don't look like he believes in this group of guys. So yeah, Liverpool, they got to fix up. Salah has not been himself, and I feel like might be age, might just be like, I think maybe Slot wants him to be more of a playmaker than a finisher, and I don't think he loves that, because you saw in his interview right over the offseason, he was saying that he went to Slot when Slot first got hired and said, if you put me in the right positions, I will deliver you the Premier League. I think this season maybe Slot went to him and said, you're not going to have that same star role, because we're probably going to platform guys like Isak and Verts and Ekitike, and you're going to kind of be in more of a facilitator role. And I don't think he likes that. And because I think Salah, he's pretty selfish in a good, bad way, whatever, but he's pretty selfish. So, and I think that's affecting kind of the heart of the team. But last but not least, to quickly wrap this up, Tottenham lost. I didn't watch the game, so I can't really speak on the game, but the home form is pretty bad. The home form is very alarming. We got destroyed by Bournemouth at home. We've now lost to Aston Villa. We dropped points to Wolves. So it's looking kind of bad early on to start. He's been pretty decent going away from home, but we're starting to see a trend develop with the home performances. Even our Champions League game at home against Villarreal, we weren't great. We won the game, but we weren't great. So for me, I'm not panicking. A lot of our fan base don't really trust the manager. They don't believe in him. So everything that happens is like, oh my goodness, blah blah blah. I don't know, like, is this who Frank is? Blah blah blah. We're too negative. We don't create enough chances. I've seen him at Brentford, constantly be one of the best attacks in the league, be it through set pieces or whatever. They're generating high amounts of XG every season. I feel like with time he's going to start cooking at Spurs, but obviously, like, most fans want to be successful right away. Oh, we have a chance to go second. What does that mean? We're a top 4 team. What does it mean if we have a chance to go second? We're a top 4 team. Top 4 teams are inconsistent. That's one of the things that we always say on here. But I don't know if anyone had anything to say. I didn't get to watch the game, so I have to rewatch and then make my analysis. But
Trix, did you see the game?
Yeah, I watched the full game. I think it was pretty much what you're saying. Villa didn't really dominate, but they scored 2 of the craziest goals today. The cash pass. Oh my word! What
that
I
guy's
would
public
say-
enemy number 1 at Spurs, man. We hate that guy, bro. Ever since he injured my guy Matt Doherty way back when.
That pass,
Man.
that pass from him was good. But the one thing I would say though is the likes of Tells, Odebear, Javi Simmons. They were, I don't know. Your midfield.
You have to put a comma before you go from Tell and Odebear to Simon.
No, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you patch them together.
Yeah. Let's
no, but today,
one of these is not like the other. Let's call it calma.
He said the likes.
it was very, very underwhelming. One thing I would say that I'm really looking forward to when we play Tottenham is that Palinia Bentancur pivot is something serious if you can get an attack that can take advantage of it. Like those guys.
I heard Paulinho was good today. I haven't watched it back, but I heard it was really good.
No, him and Bentancur were lovely today. But Tell, if you come to the Emirates with Tell.
Listen, it's injuries, obviously, but like I'm sure they weren't planning for Sri Lanka to get hurt. But even the Mwani like loan, like, but what
That
are we
one,
doing?
when he came on, now he looked ugly. It's just some
He
guys
is
that
ugly.
Hey, damn.
it's, it's some guys that you just look at them, you're like, yeah. It's like when Higuain went to Chelsea. Just look at the guy in the shirts, man. Guy, his
bro,
stomach was
bro, bro,
out.
bro. The thing with the Moani thing, right, is it's such an obvious waste of time for us and for him because like he came in, no word of English already, so like you kind of already know, like, okay, he's not planning, he's not here for a long time, he's here for a good time, maybe not even a good time, he's just here for a time, right? Then they give him like number like 39. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, like this is a striker wearing number 39 on his back. Doesn't speak the language. In every picture, you just see him looking like this.
Wow.
Like he's ready to go back. It's a straight loan, zero option, zero obligation. We can't even negotiate for the guy if he does well. So this is literally just, he was like, I want to see if I can try to make the French team. If I get a few appearances, a few goals.
Man. I just want to kick
And
ball.
no, I just want to get out of where was he? Juventus.
PSG.
I want to get out of.
Yeah.
He was at Juve.
Yeah, Juve. No, he was,
No. They were trying to sign him at Juve. He was
He was at Juve
on loan.
last year.
No,
Yeah,
he was at Juve on loan, but they didn't sign him. They couldn't sign him.
Nobody wants the guy, and they dropped him.
Yeah.
No. He was at Juve.
Yeah, but they couldn't buy him. They were
No,
negotiating.
they wanted to loan him.
He's not a Juve player. He's a PSG player.
Oh, well, see, these are the kinds of players I hate. You don't even know what team the guy. This is a modern day Moiskin. Even though Moiskin himself is modern day.
He's
They're
like
both
modern day.
They're both modern day versions of each other. But see, number 39 doesn't speak the language. This guy's not here for the long haul. Tell Odebear, come on, these are championship standard players,
Very
bro.
shocking today, and
We got Spurs fans sending me clips from U21 friendly. Like, I'm so mad, bro. Oh, look at Odebear cooking in U21 friendly. U21 friendly. And that's supposed to make me excited about the kind of player that he can be in big boy Premier League. Anyways, a lot of investment needed. We got to replace Son. We got to replace we got to get competition for Sri Lanka because he can't stay healthy.
You guys got Kudus now. You're not let you get.
Well, Kudus is on the right. That's what I'm saying. Replace Son on the left. Is what I'm saying. Like, we don't have a left winger.
Serious.
No. Kudus is a serious player. I have no complaints there. But we have to get a left winger. We have to get someone of the caliber of, like we were interested in Semenyo. Didn't pull the trigger. I thought it was too expensive. I guess we all look like idiots now. So, yeah.
How's that Javi Simon signing looking now?
Bad. Tick. No, he hasn't kicked on. But the thing is, like, I'm patient. He's a young player. He's super young. Was he like 20, 21?
Nah, you guys should have just left.
I got time for him.
Bro, you should have left it for me, bro.
And the thing is, we gave him one of those Chelsea contracts too. We gave him like a 6-7 year joint. So he
has to work out, man.
It must work out. It must. But he's a good player, and I think it'll take him time to settle in. I mean, look at Wirtz. Clearly, these creative players from the Bundesliga, they're not used to the contact here. They're just not used to the physicality. It's going to take them some time. But I think he'll be okay. My fear is like the attack is bad. I mean, it's Richarlison, Tell, and Muani. Those are our options.
Strikers, bro.
It's disgusting.
Strikers, man.
It is disgusting.
Richarlison.
So, and then Romero got injured before the game. It's like, bro, we just don't have a quality squad right now, and we have to improve that.
Nah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for my yearly 3 points.
Come on, stop that.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait to see you.
That's what George was telling me too. George was telling me, you know what? Fair. Like he was right.
So fair is now, right? we're all each other's boyoyo in this thing. Don't worry. And George too. I can't wait to see him because I can't wait to see him.
You see why I stayed quiet on the Tottenham one, bro.
I can't wait to see George. No, last season the whole of Manchester, bro. We ran through all of them. City, United. We're just eating.
Us, man. I'm not speaking on Spurs, bro.
We didn't know if they were wearing blue, yellow, or red. If you said Manchester, we were just ready. Like,
to you, man.
Yeah,
George.
In fact, let me even check, bro, because I don't want to be available for that game, bro.
Nah, you must. After all this dunking that you've done, they gave you an
ISO
ISO camera.
You have to go study for, man. Judge.
They gave you an ISO camera
Nah,
to come
Pius,
spew your hate. You
Pius
have to
November
be
8th.
available
back
for it.
This game is soon, bro. It's next month, November 8th.
We will be here. What did Pep say? Arsenal, we will be there. United, we will be there. Chelsea, we will be there. We must be there. We must be there. But
I will see,
that's
man.
that's the Prem in a nutshell. I think the season is going exactly as we predicted. Ups and downs, twists and turns. Every day for the thief, one day for the owners. We're gonna do it again next week, and we'll be here to recap all of it. Is there any interesting games to look forward to next week? Feels like one of those weeks where it's just gonna be a bunch of dead
Nah,
games.
they have some good Champions League games.
Yeah,
Nah, we don't really recap the champions. Are there any good Prem banter games? Like I need to know if
Palace, Arsenal.
Yeah, Palace is
Hey,
nah,
Palace
that's
is
that's buddy
it's gonna
ball,
end.
man. Those guys made sure they sent you Eze and screwed us over. Then they held Gehi from Liverpool. Those guys are Arsenal B team, man. I don't believe that.
Palace,
I don't believe that.
Chelsea, Sunderland. That's the
No,
Adams
that's-
derby.
Yeah, that's my debut, man.
United, Brighton, Spurs, Everton. That
oh, we're
That's
playing.
that's a good one.
Okay.
Villa.
What's his name? What's his name is gonna do an audition? Baliba.
I'm screaming.
Next week.
Yeah, no, we need to get this guy flogged. Brentford, Liverpool. It's not a bad game.
Yeah, no, there's no good games. Well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Anyway,
Nah, we'll be here because something crazy might happen. We'll be here.
Yeah.
We'll be here to laugh at somebody. Probably George. Who knows?
Hey, you're speaking too loudly, bro. You're speaking too loudly. I don't say you're speaking too loudly. Just know I always have one more. Just know that I always have one more. That's all you need to know. Let me even see who's Chelsea's playing, bro.
No, I'll play Sunderland. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. I saw what you guys did to Sunderland, but
anyway, it's time for us to end.
Yeah, once you get Adam started on his Black Cats or Cardiff City or Luton Town, it's time to wrap up the episode. We've gone too long. We've gone over time.
right,
no quiz because again, Pius has put in
Quiz master has
indefinite
missed
leave. Indefinite leave. I want us to all mark this day. You couldn't find a single Liverpool fan. So when these guys come back and they start talking nonsense,
that's insane.
we're gonna keep that same energy.
That's insane.
So yeah. Good pod. We'll see you guys next week. Riam, Rafi, Pius, Ovo,
Faisal, Mike,
Wesley,
Vlad, Wesley,
LeBron, John Henry, Michael Edwards, Jurgen Klopp.
Bring LeBron, man. We need LeBron on the board, bro.
You guys, you pay your penance. You pay your penance. Signing off.
All right, boys.